Rated M for mature.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Hey there, Artie!
The phone suddenly rang. It's a girl! I knew it! I woke up in a hurry. The clock read 9 p.m.
しまった。
You did not meet with the informant last
定
night.
時連絡の時間を寝過ごした。
I picked up the receiver.
赤坂様、外線からお電話が入っておりますが、おつなぎしてもよろしいでしょうか。
I guess.
ご同僚の加納様と申されております。
I knew it. I didn't call in, so they phoned me.
すみません。つないでください。
かしこまりました。おつなぎしますので、一度受話器を置いてお待ちください。
After I'd put down the receiver for a few seconds, the phone began to ring again.
はい、もしもし。赤坂です。
赤坂くん、加納です。
Yep.
お疲れ様。
Oh, thanks. You figured out that the Sodazakis hired the Yakuza.
定時連絡がなかったので、こちらからかけました。そちらの状況はどう？
All right, well, have you got an hour and a half? Leaving the lecture for later, my senior coworker got straight to the point.
今日はひなみ沢村へ実島に行きました。観光客を装うことで村長以下の何人かの種同盟の要人との接触に成功。何も聞き出すには至りませんでしたが、好印象を得て明日以降へのつなぎを作ることができました。
そう、なかなか手際がいいね。赤坂くんのどこか初々しい感じがむしろ武器になったのかもしれないね。
Yeah, but this creepy girl got possessed by a demon and told me to go back to Tokyo, so I'm gonna do that. No, you can't do it. Nah, bye!
まずは上守備ってところかな。
比較するほど経験がないので上守備かは分かりませんが、とりあえず今日のところは順調だと思います。
県警での情報や地元警察の公安での情報と照らしてどう？鬼ヶ淵死守同盟は白っぽい？
I still didn't know. I should have been able to say that immediately. I only had to say that, but for some reason, I hesitated.
まだ調査中ですので、なんとも。
そう、なるべく早めにね。分かってると思うけど、今夜が終われば誘拐から丸4日が経過する。いつが時間切れという明白な区切りはないけど、時間の経過は確実に我々の状況を不利にしていく。それは分かってるよね。
ええ、分かっています。迅速に。だけれど細心の注意で調査を続けます。
うん。くれぐれも気をつけてね。相手は暴力主義団体なんだから。油断すれば危険もあり得るからね。危険が迫ったらすぐに連絡を。
That'll be hard if I'm out in the boonies.
その場合は地元公安に応援体制を入れられるようにするからね。
ありがとうございます。頑張ります。
他に
When are we meeting the informant? Oh yeah, I paid taxpayer money to this weird police detective to pay off his gambling debt so I could get an informant to talk to me. And I missed the meeting with the informant because I was playing with a little girl. What the bleep, dude? I reported several bits of supplementary information, and at the very end I decided to ask.
そちらの調査の進展はどうですか？
うん。こっちもみんな頑張ってるけど、なかなかはかどらないよ。何しろ調べる団体が星の数だからね。だから君の方の団体も白だと分かったらすぐに帰郷して他の職員の応援に入ってもらいたいんだよ。室長は鬼ヶ淵も洗っとけって言ってるけど、俺は鬼ヶ淵なんかの反ダム住民団体なんかは今回の件全く無縁だと思ってるからね。
You might be surprised about that one.
職員一人を一団体調べさせるためだけに出張させるのはすごく痛いよ。ほんと。
At this point, he was just complaining. He was telling me to stop taking time enjoying my trip, to finish up and get back quick.
なるべく早めにケリをつけるようにします。
うん、よろしくね。じゃあ他に何もなければ切るよ。
はい、特にありません。
Whoopsie poopsie. As we were rendering our call, he scolded me thoroughly for being late with my regular report. After that, I hung up the phone and sprawled out on the bed. Come to think of it, I hadn't heard anything from Uishi. He was supposed to contact me about a time and place to meet with the informant tonight. Oh, never mind, he didn't miss it. I thought about getting angry with Uishi in retaliation for being scolded for forgetting my daily report. Come to think of it, though, Uishi didn't really say anything other than that he was going to call tonight. Waiting for a phone call when you didn't know what time it was going to come was itself rather difficult. Speak of the devil, just when I thought that the phone rang. I picked up the receiver in a hurry.
もしもし。
これはびっくりしました。
Yeah, speak of the devil!
赤坂さん、あなた受話器取るの早いですね。
Oh, there's the Animal Crossing music.
警官辞めても大企業の営業で十分飯が食えますよ。
まだ警官辞めた後のことなんか考え
He's
たこともありません。
そこまで過剰に反応されると面白いな。
Okay, dude, just don't make me meet at Hooters.
しかしいけないな。
No, he's gonna try to take me to Hooters! I don't want to go to Hooters!
遠慮い
Thank
たし
you!
ますので、本題に入ってください、大石さん。
そうですか。それは残念です。じゃあ老後の話
No,
は次の機会にでも。
I'm married, you creep.
では本題に。
Oh, too bad the informant is at Hooters. Doggone it! Many of the executives in the Onigafuchi Guardians had a lot of sway in the neighboring regions. Even in Okinomiya, where there were a lot of people with relations in the village. That's why meeting in the Shishibone Market District, far from Okinomiya, was a matter of course.
赤坂さん。
There he is! Uithi!
ちょっと迷いましたか。北口からの方が遠回りだけど道は分かりやすかったかもしれませんね。
いえ、遅れて申し訳ありませんでした。
夕飯はもう食べちゃいました。
え
Yes, we did. We're
Smash
not
it.
going to Hooters.
じゃあお酒の飲めるお店に行きましょうか。
This guy will stop at nothing to take me to Hooters.
洋酒派、
American
日
alcohol.
本酒派。女の子のいる店といない店はどっちがいいですかね。
I don't want to go to Hooters!
お構いなく。勤務中は飲みませんので。
I hope none of my condo neighbors are hearing this. This is gonna be hard to explain. Hearing that, the man that Uisi had brought along bent backwards as he guffawed, clapping Uisi on the shoulder.
ね
He doesn't get a Sprite, so he's not important.
え、初々しい人でしょ。その分ちょっぴりサービスしてあげてくださいよ。あのお金は全部彼のお財布から出てるんですからね。
The man that Uisi had brought seemed almost like a ticket scalper or a bookie. Even his appearance was dubious. Show me. The informant grinned deviously.
おい坊主、お前旦那にいくら渡した？
Sato. Do we know a Sato?
だいぶ途中でつまみ食いされてんぞ。
大石氏への仲介手数料も含めています。
His handling fee. Yeah, this is sketchy AF. It seemed that the informant had expected a more extravagant reaction on my part. When I responded matter-of-factly, he realized that I was an entirely different type of person than he was. But rather than putting a distance between us, it seemed that I had piqued his interest.
だから言ったでしょ。真面目な人なんです。でもね、赤坂さん、私たちのような職種の人間は豊富な社会経験がとても武器になるんですよ。
女の子がいて、お酒が飲めるお店での経験がどう武器になるか疑問です。
It's a bar, so it's probably not Hooters, but it could be like a strip club or something. Is that why we want to put on the highest level censorship thing? The informant, unable to contain himself, clutched at his stomach as he guffawed, heedless of the people watching.
いや、もう赤坂さんはいちいち察しがいいな。よっ、さすが高学歴。
大石さん、あなたどこかで飲ん
Have
でき
you
ました
been
ね。
drinking?
酔っ払ってます。
オフタイムに飲んで何が悪いんですか。
Okay, well, to be honest, I don't see much difference between him sober and him drunk,
あ
so...
なたは勤務中でも私はオフ。オフ。
This might be why you have gambling debts there. Uisi was the sport that would fool around to begin with. It was in such a good mood, I couldn't figure out a way to deal with him. Completely different than me, who had come worried about getting every bit of information I could. Uisi-san, after taking so much money, you were supposed to give me information worth at least as much. I thought this, but then I realized I was getting my information from the informant, so it doesn't matter how drunk Uisi was. It was nothing I could complain about, but I still felt slightly riled up. It's just unprofessional, that's what it is. Let's go to a casino. Yeah, so you can rack up more gambling debts. Uisi and the informant, it was no doubt a fake name, but he introduced himself as Sato. Okay, I don't know Sato. Oh wait, I know why I recognize the name Sato. That's Asami's last name from Legend of Korra. Well, he led the way deeper and deeper into the back streets of the market district. Even though the market was bustling, a couple of turns off the main street, and you were in a desolate alleyway. Luisi started climbing a set of stairs on the side of a seedy building. There wasn't any sort of signage, so I couldn't tell if the place was open or if it was even a store at all. It's probably a speakeasy.
安心してください。
Oh wait, those are only in America.
怪しい店じゃありませんよ。
Those words, coming from Luisi's mouth, had absolutely no credibility. Are we in a dentist's office right now? What even is this place? Okay, no, they're selling tobacco, so it's probably not a dentist's office. Beyond the door was, thankfully, a typical mahjong parlor. I was relieved that it wasn't the sort of suspicious place I had to be on my guard about.
はい、いらっしゃい。
Hey, salesperson.
大石さん、お久しぶり。
Oh, are you here to pay your gambling
こっ
debts?
ち入ります？すぐ開きますよ。
いいえ。今日はセットですからいいです。
How about we play mahjong for keeps?
待たせましたね。
Mahjong is a game played with 4 people. It seemed that a middle-aged man who was going to be our 4th had already arrived and was waiting for us.
遅えぞクラウド。俺はもう消えろと思ってたんだから。
It's old man. Oh no. Well, Luisi made an excuse for why we had taken so long. Sorry, we went to Hooters. Of course you did. Eventually realizing that I was a new face, the older man grew interested.
彼は赤坂さん。東京からはるばる出張されてきた将来有望な新人さんです。
坊主、お前麻雀はできんのか？
I don't even know the rules to Mahjong.
まあ学生時代にそこそ
The
こ
couches look pretty nice too. Sato and the old man cackled in unison. Let's get his money. Their plot to sucker me out of my money was painfully obvious.
緊張続きの出張で疲れておいでだろうと思いましてね。
Actually, I had a great time. I took a 5-hour power shower.
一つ今夜は心の選択でもして差し上げましょう
Okay,
か
I
と思
don't
い
want
ま
to
す。
gamble either. I'm a good boy. I'm a good Christian boy.
今さら野暮なことを聞きますが私たち警察官ですよね。
He's like, yeah, that doesn't really mean anything, though, kid. Oh, that's hilarious. This guy thinks policemen don't do dumb stuff off duty.
まあそれはいい子なしで。なに10歳にはかけるわけじゃありませんよ。
Just a couple 20s.
この後いいお店に遊びに行くときに誰が全員分を払うのか決めるだけですって。
No. Okay, man, I don't like Luisi anymore.
遊びに行く
I mean, I didn't really like him after he took, like, 16-year-old Keiichi to a Hooters without his parents' permission, but still, go play.
どんな店に遊びに行くんですか
Without reservation, the 3 of them started suggesting places like cabarets, high-class clubs, and even brothels. I am not going to the brothel. At the very least, they were the type of places that you couldn't go to with money that was just for funsies.
私のお金は先日大石さんに根こそぎ預けて支払いは不可能ですし
じゃあ坊主が勝てばいいじゃねえかよ。
No, okay, we're taking Sato out and just
おめえ
getting
が
their
勝ったら
info.
この雀荘の支払いはなしでクラウドに仕事の話でも何でもすればいい。
No matter what happened, it seemed they were intent on playing Mahjong for free. I would have to fasten my resolve a bit. If I was going to be underestimated like this forever, it was going to get in the way of my work.
わかりました。では少しだけお付き合いします。私が勝ったらアフターの遊びは一切なしですぐに仕事の話に入ってもらいますからね。
The stakes are so high!
いいですとも。
I'm gonna cheat.
俺
I'm
が
so
勝ったら
gonna cheat.
フラワーのブルーマーメイドに直行だからね。
Oh, the mermaid on the Orlando Strip. Yeah, it's a classy gift shop.
おやっさんも好きだな。私はもちろん馴染みの店をはしごしまくりですよ。
Okay, bruh, hang on. Darn it. Darn it! He has his hands in his pockets in all of these. I was trying to check if he had a wedding ring so I could accuse him of being a creepy cheat. But maybe he's just single forever. Well, with this attitude, I wonder why.
あけみちゃん。
Okay, this guy's weird.
佐藤さんはどうします？
私は静かに飲めるお店でいいですよ。
静かにバニーさんとでしょ。
Not everybody wants to go to Hooters!
この間飲みに行った時、あんたバニーさんの尻尾を引っこ抜いちゃったでしょ。
Okay.
あれ結局弁償だったの？
What did I do to deserve this?
マスターに法政代とか言われて一本ドンペリ開けられたな。
Bruh. Even I know that Dom Perignon is like a ridiculously expensive alcohol. Ah, classic! What a lively table this was. I could tell the other customers were glaring at us while we loudly continued our crude conversation. Yes, just take a look at all of these other customers in the shop. Yeah, poor Akasaka, man. He's just like, my wife is giving birth and I'm missing it. Can we please stop talking about strip clubs? Speaking of which, the fact that they assumed I was the same was a bit disheartening. Uisi had taken all the money I'd brought, so everything I had left was out of my own pocket. In addition, there wasn't that much left of that either. If I kept on hanging around him like this, through his gouting, my wallet would disappear into the night. I had to somehow win and return the conversation to my job. Or you can just say, screw this, Sato, I paid my money, we're talking. But these people, no matter how you looked at it, were pretty good. Sorry, Yuki. Oh no.
そんじゃこれでリーチっと。
Well, the old man and Sato-san probably won't fall for this silly Richi. I wonder if Akasaka-kun will split out what I need.
クラウドのリーチなんざどうせこの辺だろ。この辺なら通るだろ。それ。
Oh ho! The old man's pretty good. He's quietly trying to use one of my safe tiles to complete his hand, isn't he? It seems that Akasaka-kun has at least learned the ropes when it comes to guarding against someone's Richi. But that will be his downfall.
どうした坊主。サクッと切らねえかい。よくわからなかったらクラウドと同じもんを切ってりゃ安全だぞ。
Ooh, Akasaka-kun's really fretting over this one. It was glaringly obvious that he had a safe tile to discard, but he didn't want to throw it away in case it would move him farther from completing his hand. They're so nice when they're young and innocent. Come on, hurry up and throw out the kicker. If he gave me the winning tile, we'd be heading to an establishment where I could do... Nope, not reading that. If he gives the old man the winning tile, we'd be heading straight for the place with the maids and bloomers. Bruh, these guys are the worst.
これは通りますか？
He looked up as he hesitantly threw out a tile that was, oh, too bad.
おいおい、危ねえパイだぞ。クラウド、通るのか。
いいと。
It seemed this time you were lucky. But as long as the round kept going, I could still win off the draw. But after that, Akasaka-kun managed to luckily avoid throwing any bad tiles, and somehow the round managed to end without anybody completing a hand.
天杯。
天杯。
当然。
Sato-san had keenly anticipated that two players were in Riichi and had decided to play it safe. What a cool-headed way of playing. Now let's see what kind of hand did Akasaka-kun have. When the round ends with nobody winning a Mahjong, anybody in Tenpai has to show their hand. But if you're not in Tenpai, you have no obligation to reveal it. Your average beginner would normally show their hand, even if they weren't in Tenpai, and start a commotion about how if this tile or that tile they came, they would be in Tenpai. But he didn't. Being stingy.
どうだって坊主。ちょっと見せてみ。
Sato-san reached over to flip the hand that Akasaka-kun had casually placed face down.
なんじゃこりゃ。
He was nowhere near Tenpai. Was Akasaka-kun totally bad at this after all? Right then, as the old man compared his tiles from Akasaka-kun's hand to the discard pool, a puzzled expression crossed his face.
坊主、おめえ、この辺りで張っとるだろ。どうして切った？
I have no idea what they're talking about.
マンズの高いあたりが急に高騰しましたので抑えました。大石さんのリーチに対して安全性が高まったのにです。筋でさばけば無難なのにわざわざ抑えた方がいる。
おう、クラウドのテンパイなど鼻から論外。
相当高度な引っ掛けでなければ私の宝珠を期待したぬるめの手かと思って。それよりもダマで張ったあなたの方がとりあえずは問
Oh,
題
maybe
です。
this guy's good.
いつテンパイしたのに気づいた。
この辺りですか。ノンタイムで4連続で切ってますよね。初めは食い替えかと思いましたが私をチラチラ見ていたので期待しているんだと気づきました。
Akasaka-kun, you.
赤坂さん、あんた麻雀始めてどのくらい？
高校から大学くらいまでの間しかやっていませんよ。
But he watches YouTube videos.
さあ続けましょう。 佐藤さんはテンパイしなかったから流れて、次は私ですね、親。
It seems that Akasaka-kun is really aware of how the game flows. We thought that we were just going to eat him alive, but it looks like that isn't going to be so easy. I really hope Akasaka wins so we don't have to go to Higurashi. Oh my gosh, that's what he looks like! Oh dude, it's Tomoya! It's literally just grown-up Tomoya with maybe a different eye color. Let's go. He looks like pretty much every, like, visual novel protagonist. Let's go. Uishi-san, looks like you're going for the bamboo tiles.
回しますか。
この坊主。クラウド、降りるな。
あと3つ。いい灰が来ればな。佐藤さんはうまくいきそうです。
I know I can.
くそ。食いたんで引きずり下ろすか。チーだ。
チーですか。じゃあすみません。それポンです。
Whoa now! Going to call a free of a kind after he declared a straight? Trying to override and interfere?
坊主、おめえ、離れしとるな。
まさか。
Tomatake is also far more ripped.
私が生まれる前から打ってるような方々とは比べようもないです。
Having said that though, Tomatake has worse taste in women.
あ、それです。どうトイトイ赤赤トラさん。
Let's
親です
go!
からね。ちょっぴり高いですよ。
Let's go, Akasaka! Yes!
赤坂さんやるな。これは我々も本気を出さないと。ねえ。
本気のついでに展望も出してもらいましょうかね。私は眠いんで。
Alright, I appreciate it. Yes, let's go, Akasaka. End this hell. Akasaka-kun? This is somehow unreal. Before I could realize that there was an ominous cold air emitting from beneath Akasaka-kun's feet. Electricity! Electricity!
マンズのリャンウーパーが笑ってませんか？
くしょう。坊主てめえ。
クラウド。
I love the suit, by the way. Very classy.
坊主の親、とっとと下ろすだ。
悔しいですが、どうやらそうした方が賢明なようですね。
出だ。ローだ。太陽ドライチ。
すみませんね。どうピンフ。
頭っぱねだ。小僧のくせに。
I don't understand any of the rules for Mahjong, so I'm just kind of going along for the
小
ride.
僧。小僧が相手だと。バカじゃあんた。その小僧以下ってわけです。
So cold, but I respect it.
面白いな。あんたら連中は決まって小僧だ坊主だって言うよ。
あ、赤坂くん、赤坂くんですよね。
Yeah, maybe.
ムードが変わりまくりなんですが、ね。
Oh no, am I possessed by the weird thing now?
私をかもって今晩はいいお酒を飲むおつもりだったんでしょうが、どうやら皆さんの当ては外れそうです。単品3色赤1ドラ1。
He's okay. I don't know if this is entirely strategy based or if there's a lot of if it's like poker, but like, bruh, triple straight. Come on.
おお。張ってやがったか。
だからあんたぬるいよ。
It's probably easier to beat people when they're like completely drunk,
いくらダマだからって
which Uisi
こ
definitely
ん
is.
なにぬるい三面なんだから読んでくれなくっちゃ。
I'm just like, wow, you guys suck at this game when I don't even know the rules. Akasaka-kun chuckled as he rested his chin in his hands. That pose was so fitting, it was almost scary.
おい、クラウド。
Oh no, why are we in the bathroom?
話がちげえぞ。初々しいカモがネギ背負ってきたって言ったのは誰だ。
いや誰でしょう。
おいさ、まずいよ。
I have so much gambling debt now.
このままじゃ負けるよマジで。
Akasaka-kun, for you to make me get serious. Looks like you really want to be milked dry.
ポンポン。気前がいいですね。もう一回ポンです。
Okay, Akasaka just shot up in the cool ranks. Akasaka-kun was almost singing at this point. The tiles that he had open were all pin tiles. You can't be serious. Are you really going for the flush?
坊主、正気か。4つも晒したらおめっぱいが1つだけじゃねえかよ。
そうですね。知ってます？短期待ちって一番読まれにくいらしいですよ。
バカかてめえ。そこまで染めて晒しといて今更出ると思うんじゃね
読めてますよ赤坂さん。それ均一でも本一でもないんでしょう。
Oh, what are we doing?
4つポンした時点でトイトイは成立してますからね。あんた今絶好の単独トップ。こいつは均一と見せかけてトイトイで食おうという挑発手でしょう。
そう思うならピンズ切ってみます？
Yeah.
大石さんの牌の左5つ、さっきから切り損ねてるピンズですよね。それを端から順に切ってみたらいいんじゃないですか？
You must be joking. Is he a Mahjong god? If not, he had to be the main character of a manga or something. Well, funny you should say that. At that moment, the old man sent me a sign under the table. The message was simple and clear.
クラウドやれ叩き潰せ。
こんな若い子に様は好きじゃないんですがね。
They're gonna cheat. I was telling us that we should cheat, but now he's gonna cheat.
あうここまで舐められて今さら引けるか。
What was that word for idiot? Ah! Wait, can I repeat that?
あうあうあうここまで舐められて。
知りません
That
よ。
was a funny word.
ではどうぞ。
Oh, if you cheat, then you owe me additional money.
行くぞ坊主。リーチだ。オープンで行くぞ。ピンズの一数値待ちだ。
Oh, now they're just, like, flat out teaming up. Most likely, the tile that Akasaka-kun was waiting for was one of those tiles. With this, Akasaka-kun was no longer capable of winning the hand. When I drew from the wall, I switched out the tile that Akasaka-kun would draw. The tile that I put was the 1 pin. One of the tiles that the old man was waiting on. Akasaka-kun discarded it a little while ago, so there was no threat of it being the one he needed.
おい、坊主の番だぜ。
I knew he was troubled that the tile he drew was the 1 pin. Of course, he couldn't discard it.
坊主分かってると思うがオープンリーチに振り込んだら100万払いだぜ。
言われるまでもありませんよ。
That tile came from Akasaka-kun's hand was an honor tile. Whew! Ain't that something? There's only one North Wind tile left, isn't there? You were counting on a really rough wait, weren't you? But with this, Akasaka-kun's fate was decided.
カズ命拾いしたな。だが手配は1名だ。逃げきれなくなることもあるんじゃねえのか。
やっぱりそういうことか。
Akasaka-kun glared at the old man with a discerning eye. This guy had pretty good instincts. Did he figure out that we were cheating?
やめましょうよやっさん。赤坂君の
I'm always 2 steps ahead.
バルここまで来てやめられるか。次行け使わせちまえ。
The next tile Akasaka-kun would draw was the 7 pin. With that, it would be settled. No matter which one he discarded, he'd play right into the old man's hand. An unavoidable full payout! When I drew my tile, I sneakily swapped Akasaka-san's. Crash. What? Akasaka-kun suddenly sneezed, collapsing the wall of tiles in front of him!
おいおい何やってんだ。
You can't sneeze! That's illegal!
すみません。ついくしゃみをした拍子に山を崩しちゃって。
Oh, real smooth, Shrek!
バップ払いですね。親だから4000オールですか？それともバップは積み棒に？
Let's go! Uishi's like, man, I can't even be mad at the kid. He's just good. Unable to hold back, I guffawed. Akasaka-kun, knowing that he was going to be cornered a second time and unable to escape, he took the drastic measure of knocking over his own wall.
やるな坊主。100万払いをそういう手で防ぐとはな。
Did they just openly admit to cheating?
大石さんもそんな見え見えの積み込みは勘弁してください。これが馬場なら今ので卓をひっくり返してたところですよ。
いえいえいえいえいえいえ。すみません。
I would say that that's
す
an
みません
automatic forfeit from your guys' side.
あなたを侮っていましたよ。あなたどうしてお強いじゃないですか。
正直に話さんか。
And to be this bad man.
若い頃はだいぶ慣らしたんだろ。
早稲田高田の馬場あたりでだいぶ遊ばせてもらいました。
Oh, he likes Mahjong.
ちょっと勝ちまくりすぎて初めの店にできん
That's how you know you made it as a gamer. You got banned for winning too much.
今の家内にだいぶ怒られて足を洗ったんです。
勝ちまくりすぎて。あんた当時はどのくらいの勝率でやってたの？
Please tell me he's like, if I beat her, then she had to marry me.
メンツにもよりましたが、歌舞伎町あたりで打つときはほぼ負けなしでした。特に相手があれ系の人のときは命かかってましたからね。
Well, 20 times? What kind of stakes were those? Did you have a Yakuza at your table? Or pro baseball players? Yeah, they're just as bad as Yakuza.
なんだなんだクラウド、このタク、お前どっからこんなプロ雀士みたいなのが待ってきたんだ。
Yes, let's go. We smoked
もう
them.
やめだやめ。ああもう坊主、おめえの勝ちだ。降参降参。
Yeah, you do.
ありがとうございます。光栄です。
いやいや、しかし赤坂さん、あんた打つと性格変わるね。なんで就職なんかしたの？あんたならフリーで十分に飯食っていけるじゃない。
Well, his wife wanted him to stop.
プロ雀士には腕と突きの両方が必要なんですよ。
Okay, so it is like poker.
私には後者がありませんでしたから。
好きなんてその時の運不運だろ。あんたほどの腕があれば十分にいけると思うがな。
波の突きじゃダメなんですよ。勘したら3回に1回くらいはそのままカンドラが4つ乗ってここぞという時に狙ってリンシャンが引ける。そのくらいじゃないと。
赤坂君、そんなのが頻繁にできたら。
Again, I don't know any of the rules for Mahjong, so I don't know what they're talking about.
い
But
え、イカ様でも超能力でもなく、そのくらいの打ち手は結構いるんですよ。新宿で知り合った泣くたびにドラが乗りまくる雀士なんか鬼のように強かったですし、横浜で打ったプロなんかは当たり前のように一発で引き当ててましたからね。私にはああいう月がないんです。
what type of folks were those? They weren't named Ryu or Satoshi by any chance.
というわけで総合トップは私でよろしいですね。
へいへいへい。
Yes! Tell me the
乾
info.
杯でございますよ。
負けた負けた。久しぶりに大負けだ。
Oh, too bad.
しかし打ってる時の坊主気合い入ってたな。結構怖かったぜ。
よく言われます。自分ではそんなに目つき変えてるつもりはないんです
It
が
just
ね。
happens.
そんなに怖い目になってましたか？
Yeah, right, Ruby Roo. The three of us nodded emphatically in agreement. So that was Akasaka-kun, the Mahjong prodigy. Before he goes home from his assignment, maybe I could have him go play at a high-stakes table in my place. But it's not good to get greedy.
じゃあ仕方ないや。約束です。夜の学習会はこれでお開きにしましょう。申し訳ありませんね、おやっさん。今夜はこれでお開きです。
Nah, he owes me information.
しゃあねえな。消えて寝るわ。体力つけんと体が持たん。
お仕事が大変なんですか？
ああ、おやっさんはひなみ沢玉の大福の監
Oh,
督
he's
さ
the
ん
guy
なん
who's
です。
gonna die.
住民とは連日小競り合いをしてますからね。
Oh, so one of his last memories is gonna be getting his butt kicked by a kid in Mahjong. Let's go.
しんどい商売ですよ。
Yeah.
来年あたり第二コークも任されちまうかもしれねえな。黒田さん、血圧上がりまくりって聞いたしよ。身が持たねえよ。
おやっさんなら大丈夫でしょう。あなた、見た目よりも面の皮。
Ooh, dramatic irony. 'Cause
俺
his
だ
skull
って
got
仏
bashed
じゃ
in.
ねえからな。腹渡にいくり返るときあるぞ。特に園崎のあの小娘は我慢がならん。
I bet Mion's not very fun to be around, despite being a little kid. She's probably just as vicious as the others.
あいつの顔面、いつか簡単には治らんくらいに歪ませたろって思ってる。
Oh, that's not gonna end well.
まあまあまあ。でも、給料はいいんでしょ？かなり破格の給金だって聞きましたよ。
おっとりめえだ。あんなに世知辛い職場で 給料が安かったら誰も
Is
残
that
らな
why
いよ。
Oishi is so into this curse fiend? Perhaps. Maybe.
おい、クラウド。警察はいつになったら村の人間全部追っ払ってくれるんだ。国から立ち退き命令とか出てるんだろ。
Maybe. I don't really know.
どうなってるんでしょう
I'm
ね。
too busy thinking about Hooters all the time. The old man, who identified himself as the foreman of the Hinamizawa Dam, spewed a few complaints until he felt better about it, then left quietly.
じゃ、行きましょう。
I don't know if they're best friends, they're more just mahjong pals.
あとは佐藤さんに任せますかね。
大石さんは帰られるんですか？
私が一緒でもお邪魔しちゃうだけでしょ。それに佐藤さんの仕事を買ったのはあなたです。
True. It says I beat you at mahjong, you don't get to pay off your gambling debts. I get to keep that money.
私は対価を払ってませんからね。
Uishi-san was kind of sketchy. Yes, kind of! But he was strangely conscientious about some things. I felt quite a bit of a gap between myself and Uishi's generation from that part of him I didn't comprehend.
じゃあ坊主、いや、ジャンシ様にもう坊主なんて言えねえな。
Call me Akasaka.
赤坂くんでよかったっけ？
はい。
じゃあ赤坂くん、行こうか。
Alright, let's go to the sketchiest dark alley
では
and
赤
talk
坂さん、
about things.
また何か困ったことがあったらいつでも頼りに来てくださいね。
I don't think I can.
大石さんにお支払いできるような対価はもう持ってません
You
よ。
took all my money! I don't have money for lunch
Yeah.
now.
今度の勝負で少し手加減してもらえたらチャラにしますよ。
Maybe, DX, maybe. Uisi, seemingly still not having had his fill of playing around, but without overstaying his welcome, disappeared into the night. Are we gonna get a sprite on Sato or not? I feel like he's an important character if he's the informant, but maybe not.